got it.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah. first up. Off the back of the substitutions now. Micah Hollowell. Chris Austin back at the line. For second, up again. 25 seconds left.
.5 rating, or basically Webster could be considered a 30-point favorite in this game, and we're doing everything to make it possible to see that that happens.
Definitely, and we are about 52 seconds away. We definitely invite you to stay tuned after the Lady Tigers match. We will have a second of a doubleheader in this broadcast as the Tigers will take on the Webster County Trojans, the men's side of things, in this 6th, 7th District Challenge. And a pretty cool tournament, bringing together a lot of the teams from both districts. I know that we talked a little off air to Todd Griffin about how this one has kind of cycled around, I think this being the last stop out of all the teams who have participated. But a pretty fun Saturday of basketball.
Well, that's what else would you want to do on a Saturday with 15 to 20 degree weather, but watch a good basketball game, especially here at the Cab. We're through with halftime, 8 seconds remaining. The Lady Tigers back onto the floor. Here comes the Lady Trojans for Webster County. They will inbound the ball to start the third quarter. And for the third quarter call, here's Tiger sportscaster Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Bob. We are back in action here in this 6th, 7th District matchup. Lady Trojans lead 35-19. To get this third quarter started, they are in possession of the ball. They work it around. Austin thinks about a three. Instead, we'll check it into the right corner to Payne. Payne brings it out, trying to find some space, met by Jada Boyd. They'll feed it inside. They kick it back out to Keeney. Keeney nowhere to shoot for a three, will move. Dishes out to Austin, inside to Winders, and Winders able to put that one away right underneath the basket. Lady Trojans with a quick two, now lead 37-19.
And some sharp, crisp passing that time. As they say sometimes, I think Webster County just wants it a little bit more.
Ball skipped inside to McConnell. That's going to be ripped away, but it will stay in possession of the Lady Tigers, so a break there for Caldwell County. But much of what we saw in that first half continuing here early on in the second. Quick ball movement by the Lady Trojans met with stout defense. Lady Tigers put it in. They'll kick it out to Young for three. That one's going to be airballed and corralled by Carly Keeney. Keeney out of the backcourt, floats it high for Austin in the corner. She'll return it back to Keeney. Keeney working around the pick, gets into the lane to Winders. Winders just snatches that ball away from Bella McConnell and is able to put up another two. Lady Trojans now up by 20, 6:52 to go in the third.
We're making her look like all world.
Ball skipped inside. Errant pass is going to be taken away by Winders. Winders will bring it back the other way for the Lady Trojans. Winders kicks it right side for Payne. Payne holds, works around the screen, goes left side to Austin, feeds it inside to Keeney. Keeney throws it up high, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Winders. Lady Trojans reset, go to the left corner to Keeney. Keeney trying to find some space. Now it's going to cut through top of the key, kicks it out right corner for Payne. Payne drives, steps into the lane, up no good. And we're going to have a foul against the Lady Trojans. That foul going against Jamie Winstead. That will be the Lady Trojans' first foul of the second half. Winstead's third, as McConnell is checked out for the Lady Tigers, replaced by the freshman Carson Parker. Lady Tigers inbound the ball. Boyd looking to bring it across midcourt. Her and Jaggers play a little catch. Jaggers the one to bring it across the line. They'll work it around the perimeter to Young. Ball met quickly, was tipped. Boyd able to corral it. Boyd holds, and Bob, this zone for the Trojans really difficult so far for the Lady Tigers to break, as it's tried to be fed inside, is knocked away. Picked up by Payne. Payne picking up a head of steam is going to be driven outside the circle, where the Lady Trojans will rotate it around the perimeter. Austin's pass is going to be tipped. Payne reaches for it, not able to get a hand on it, so the Lady Trojans will maintain possession as they look to build on this 20-point lead. 5:38 to go in the third. They'll inbound to Austin. Marissa Austin holds high, feeds it inside to Winders. Winders spins, middle of the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound, last touched by, well, first signal was it was going to be Lady Tiger ball. Now it's a Lady Trojan ball.
I love decisive officials, Eric. That's another one on my list.
Keeney will inbound to Austin. Austin pump fake, gets it to Winters. Winters to Winstead, puts it up from the right elbow, up and in. Lady Trojans now up 41-19, 5:15 to go in this third quarter. Boyd wants to drive, skips it over instead to Jaggers, who will return the favor. Jaggers holds, looking for a lane, not there. They'll go to the right side to Goffinette. Goffinette feeds it inside to Parker, gets it over to Young, contested jumper off the mark, spins around Parker with the putback, no good. Winstead able to bring it down. She'll hand it over to Payne. Payne kicks it out right corner for Keeney for three. Keeney, nothing but net. And Lady Trojans really running away with this one. Now up 44-19, as we're going to have a 30-second timeout, and just not a great game to this point for the Lady Tigers. Not really any other way to put around it, but those happen. And so at this point, you almost start to look for, from a coaching perspective, small victories.
Well, and the Lady Trojans right now, Eric, on a 23-3 run. So, and we're just not getting a whole lot done. We've got a little bit of inexperience inside the post with Carson, who really doesn't know how to use the physical tools that she has. She'll learn that in due time, but whereas Webster knows what to do when they get it inside, we're just a little bit immature in that regard. So we have to rely on some stuff going on from outside, and they're pretty aggressive on the outside reaches here.
And to Webster's credit, not shy about shooting.
No.
There's a purpose when they're in possession of that ball, and it's really reflected here in the score today. Lady Trojans up 44-19, 4:31 to go in the third. We're going to have
a 5-second turnover.
violation. That's maybe just the case. Boyd has the ball, maybe a case of trying to do a little too much on your own on that one. It's another turnover for the Lady Tigers.
That and the fact she couldn't find anybody open.
They'll work the ball around. Lady Trojans driving is Winstead. Winstead up in the middle of the lane for two. Leads extended to 46-19, 4:09 to go in the third. Jaggers across midcourt, goes to Goffinette. Goffinette back to Jaggers. They'll work it around the horn. Boyd with it now will return it to Jaggers. Back to the right corner for Goffinette. They'll try and repeat the pattern. Pass not there for Boyd, though. Now she'll get it at the point. Boyd looking to drive into the lane is going to be hit with a traveling violation. She got hung up kind of on her own player on that one. So another turnover for the Lady Tigers.
That's 4 so far here in the second half for the Lady Tigers with 3 minutes, 48 seconds to go.
Lady Trojans in possession. Austin will bring it across the Tiger logo. Will go in the left corner to Keeney. She feeds it inside to Winstead, and Winstead's fouled. She goes up for the shot. That foul is going to go against the freshman Carson Parker. That will be the Lady Tigers' first foul of the half. It will be Parker's third team foul, so Parker now in a little bit of trouble for the Lady Tigers. At the line is Jamie Winstead. Winstead's first, up and in.
She missed her first 3, and since then she's made 4 in a row, so.
Have a substitution for the Lady Tigers. Peyton Young checks in. Lucy Goffinette will return to the seating area. Winstead back at the line for her second. Ball's put up. Keeps that streak alive. So now Winstead will take a seat. She'll be replaced by Sadie Worth. Second substitution for the Lady Trojans having a seat is Alyssa Payne. She will be replaced by Kelsey Payne. Lady Trojans up 48-19, 3:34 to go in the third quarter. Lady Tigers looking to work their way and whittle down some of this deficit with this offensive possession. Young and Boyd throw it back and forth. Boyd, straightaway 3. Misses on this one. That one will go out as it was not touched. Will be a Lady Trojan ball. Bob, just one of those nights. It happens from time to time, but this one that have a lot of lessons to be learned.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
That definitely so. Lady Tigers work it around. Little scrum underneath the basket. Keeney able to get it to Winders. Winders picks it up, comes crashing down and kicks it out to Keeney. An athletic play to maintain possession. Keeney to Austin. Austin drives, throws it up wildly, gets the shooter's touch, and just about everything Webster County throwing it up tonight is finding the basket. They're now up 50-19. 2:41 to go in the third. Jaggers gets it to Boyd. Boyd will skip it back to Jaggers to Young in the corner. Nothing for her. She'll return it back to J.C. Jaggers. And now feed it inside to McConnell. Looks like we'll have a foul. Not sure who that one was credited to. We'll see.
Did he get?
I believe so. I believe that's Jessica Winters. So Winters will be checked out of the game. She'll be replaced by Mariah Austin. Winters picks up her first foul. Lady Trojans' second team foul. Young to inbound, gets it to McConnell. McConnell shot up, no good. Able to get her own rebound, turns, shoots, and finds the bottom of the basket for the Lady Tigers' first points of the half. Now down 50-21. Across midcourt is Kelsey Payne. Payne looks to drive. Instead, will skip it over. Errant pass by Mariah Austin is going to be picked off by Young. Boyd in pursuit. Has a little bit of contact, loses the ball, and instead they'll say that's a turnover. You think with some contact like that, a foul either way, maybe a judgment call. Instead, it's deemed that it is a turnover. Lady Trojans with the ball. We'll hand it over to Worth. Worth goes right side to Austin. Mariah Austin holds, tries to feed it inside for Keeney. Keeney able to connect with Winstead. And Winstead adds 2 more to the Lady Trojans lead. Now at 52-21, a minute 39 to go in the third. Boyd holds left side to Young. She'll feed it inside to McConnell. Spins on the left side of the lane. Her shot up, no good. Winstead able to snatch away the rebound. Winstead will hold it off to Payne, who brings it across the Tigers logo. Minute 21 to go in the third quarter. Right side to Worth. Worth looking to find some help inside. Now we'll go across the screen set by Winstead. And we're going to have a travel as she kicked it off into the corner. Kelsey Payne called with that violation.
And that's only the second turnover of the second half for Webster County, 3 for the game.
Lady Tigers down 52-21, a minute 8 to go in the third quarter. Jaggers back to Boyd. No catch. Jaggers throws up a 3 off the mark. Rebound snatched away by Keeney. Keeney looking to go coast to coast. Kicks it out into the right corner for Worth. Pump fake, drives baseline, returns it to Keeney for a long 2. That one, nothing but net. And Keeney really having the hot hand with those shots from distance for the Lady Trojans. Keeney now being checked out of the game. She's going to be replaced by Lane Eastwood, who comes in for the first time this evening for the Lady Trojans. Lady Tigers down 54-21, 37 seconds left in the third quarter here at the Cab in the 6th, 7th District Challenge. Young gets the ball to Boyd. Boyd right side to McDaniel. Shot up, rattles around, no good. McConnell with the putback for 2. Cuts the deficit to 54-23. Lady Trojans patient as they come across midcourt for the final 14 seconds. They'll go right side to Worth. Worth holds 10 seconds. Worth backs it up higher. Now down to 5. He's going to look to drive. Kicks it off right side. A little bit of contact. Ball's thrown up. No good. That's going to be picked up by McConnell. And that is the way that we will end the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it is Webster County 54, Caldwell County 23. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with your final fourth quarter of action. You're listening to Lady Tigers basketball. You're on your hometown station, 103.3 FM, The Tiger.
Service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Katy, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
And welcome back here to the Cab. Fourth quarter about to be played here. With the Lady Trojans in command of this basketball game, score at the end of 3 quarters of play, 54-23. The Lady Trojans outscoring the Lady Tigers the past 2 quarters, 33-7. Lady Tigers with 5 turnovers in that third quarter. Eric, only 2 field goals from Bella McConnell was the extent of our offense in the third quarter. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of subs on the floor. I know we're seeing a lot of subs for Webster County. And for the call here in the fourth quarter, Tiger sportscaster Eric Jacobs.
Thanks, Bob. We are all set for the final quarter of action in this Caldwell County, Webster County 6th, 7th District showdown. Lady Tigers in possession of the ball, looking to cut into this lead. McConnell working left side of the lane, puts a shot up, it's going to be fouled. And we'll go to the line to get this fourth quarter started. That foul for the Lady Trojans is going to be given to number 20, Lane Eastwood. Eastwood picking up her first, Lady Trojans third. McConnell at the line. First shot is up and in. Makes it now a 54-24 game. McConnell's second. Finds the bottom of the basket as well.
Nothing but net.
Makes it a 54-25 game, 7:48 left to go in the fourth. Lady Trojans in possession. Will work the ball around. They get it to Payne. Payne will hold, gives it to Austin. Return the favor, will work it around the perimeter. It's going to be held, and now comes to Eastwood. Eastwood trying to feed it inside. Mariah Austin now in possession for the Lady Trojans. Austin content to hold, gives it off to Worth. Worth returns it Eastwood's going to drive. Sorry, my mistake. Jamie Winstead on that one will drive, puts it up and in. Lady Trojans now with a commanding 56-25 point lead. 7 minutes to go. Lady Tigers work the ball around the perimeter. They'll skip it inside now to McConnell. McConnell surrounded by a swarm of Lady Trojans. Her shot up no good. Peyton Young able to get the rebound, has it stripped, but that will careen out of bounds. So the Lady Tigers will maintain possession. And to Webster County's credit, they have a substitution coming in. Desiree Browder checking into the game for the first time tonight. To Webster County's credit, anytime that ball comes inside, seems there's about 4 around whoever is in that post.
Pretty quickly at that, too.
Making it difficult. Maja Hollowell will hold and will give to J.C. Jaggers. Jaggers one-on-one will kick it over right side to Young. Young backs it up to the point and holds. Give this ball now to Jaggers. Jaggers, right side of the arc, having to move, trying to find some space, will hand to Hollowell. Hollowell across the top of the perimeter, now to Young. Young hop step, top of the key, skips it over to Jaggers. Jaggers trying to work her way down to the baseline. Instead, we'll give it back to the junior Young, who will throw up a 3 off the mark. Rebounded Bella McConnell. McConnell into the lane, will throw up a shot and is fouled. So Bella McConnell will return to the line for the Lady Tigers. Foul going against 21, Mariah Austin. Austin picking up her first foul of the game. Lady Trojans' 4th team foul. It's McConnell's first of 2 up and in, adding to her total on the score sheet.
Bella with 5 out of 5, make it 6 out of 6 tonight at the free throw line.
Cuts it down to a 29-point deficit.
She has 12 points to pace the Tigers' scoring attack so far tonight.
Webster County up 56-27, under 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Payne one-on-one, gets it to Eastwood, go to Worth into the corner to Kelsey Payne. Kelsey Payne holds, looks to drive the lane, goes to the corner to Worth. Will bring it out of the corner, works around a pick. Now a long 2, top of the key. This one just off the mark. Rebound tipped around and corralled by J.C. Jaggers. Jaggers bringing it the other way for the Tigers. Will hold and gets it to McDaniels. McDaniels returns it back to Jaggers, who goes right side of the circle to Hollowell. Hollowell working around the perimeter, will skip it to the freshman Jaggers. Jaggers holds, gives it to Young. Young working around the screen, but a quick pickup there from the Lady Trojans. McConnell, right elbow, gives it off to Hollowell. Shot put up, no good. Peyton Young able to snatch away that rebound. The Lady Tigers looking to cut into this 56-27 deficit. Errant pass is going to skip. A little bit of indecision if the ball went out or not. They'll ultimately say it will. So it will be a Lady Tiger or Lady Trojan ball, I should say, is checking into the game now. Alexis Braden. Braden coming into the game for the first time. Bob, stranger things have happened, but you got to think if you're the Lady Tigers, this one may be just a little bit out of reach. Checking in is Shelby Lane. Lane's going to replace Peyton Young. We've got wholesale substitutions on both sides.
Well, I think what we work for right now is play as hard as we can for the last 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
And a lot of this, a lot of good experience from some of the deeper side of the bench, some of our younger players, and able to get them into some varsity experience. Lady Tigers trail 56-27. We've got 4:33 to go in the 4th quarter. Going to kick it outside to Browder. Browder will hold. Gets it to Payne. Payne met by Hollowell. She'll work around the screen now. Nowhere to go for her. She gets the ball to Mariah Austin. Austin kicks it out to Browder. Browder holds, thinks about driving. Instead, they'll work it into the left corner. Now fed inside. Eastwood, we're going to have a jump ball situation. Lenny Eastwood and Maja Hollowell getting tied up on that play. Possession will stay with the Lady Trojans. They'll inbound to Browder. Browder gets it to Payne. Payne content to hold. The Jaggers meets her. Throws it inside. Ball's going to be put up, bounce around, no good. Going to be rebounded by J.C. Jaggers. Jaggers looks to bring it out of the backcourt. Jaggers, top of the circle, drives left side of the baseline. Skips it across to Morgan McDaniels. McDaniels gets her own rebound and is fouled on the putback. And really credit to J.C. Jaggers on that one. A nice pass, skipping it right on the baseline.
Had Morgan open, Morgan just couldn't finish.
Instead, we're going to have a foul. That foul goes against Desiree Browder. She'll pick up her first, team 6. And that will send the freshman Morgan McDaniels to the line for the first time this evening for the Lady Tigers. McDaniels' first shot up off the side of the iron, no good. They'll return it to her to try for the second. McDaniels back at the line, 0-1 on this attempt. Second is up. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Eastwood. Lady Trojans bring it the other way. They'll return the ball to Payne. Payne holds, finds a little bit of a lane. Instead, we'll kick it out to Austin. Austin 1-on-1, top of the key, kicks it out to Browder. Browder holds, works around the screen. Top of the key, gets it to Mariah Austin. Austin will hold, steps inside the perimeter, now top of the key. We'll dish it out, pump fake, and we're going to have a travel off the fake 3 by Kelsey Payne. Another substitution for the Lady Tigers. Goffinette into the game. Jaggers will have a seat. Now we have Carson Parker being checked out as well. She'll be replaced by Brianna Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh into the game for the first time this evening for the Lady Tigers. Hollowell across midcourt. Gets the ball over to Goffinette. Goffinette's pass off the hands of Cavanaugh across midcourt, and that will be a backcourt violation. 2:58 to go. Lady Trojans up 56-27. Across midcourt is Payne. Payne's going to drive right side of the lane. Up, no good. Hollowell with the defensive board. We'll look to bring it the other way for the Lady Tigers. Hollowell dancing across the touchline. She's going to be fouled as she brought it across midcourt for the 16th foul for the Lady Trojans. That foul going against Alexis Braden. Braden picking up her first personal foul.
So far, the Lady Trojans have 6 different players with the 6 fouls here in the second half. That's an oddity.
Lady Tigers in possession. They get it to Hollowell. Hollowell to McDaniels. McDaniels left side of the lane. And we're going to have a 3-second violation against the Lady Tigers. Another turnover for them as they trail 56-27, final 2 minutes and 25 seconds of the ball game.
I thought they had banned that call. I never see it called anymore.
That's one you don't see very often.
And they're in the lane all the time.
One of those that kind of almost depends on your officiating crew sometimes. That not necessarily a judgment call, as this is going to be a shot put up by Braden, no good. Cavanaugh at the rebound. It's one of those calls you don't see often. It probably happens all the time. But in this case, Lady Tigers unfortunate to be hit with it. Ball's fed inside for Hollowell, who came cutting through the lane. No good.
Another wide open miss by the Lady Tigers.
And that's going to be picked up by the Lady Trojans, taking their time across midcourt for the final minute 46. So we'll come to Browder. Browder holds, cuts across the top of the key. They'll look to feed it inside now. Shot put up and in by Lainey Eastwood. Eastwood on the score sheet for the first time tonight extends the lead to 58-27. A minute 27 left in this matchup. Goffinette holds, trying to work around Kelsey Payne. Payne doing her best to stay with her. Payne gets it to Hollowell. Hollowell throws the ball right to Payne. Payne content to take her time and bring it across. We're at a minute 9. Payne will hold. Goffinette steps to her. She'll work around the screen. We'll go to Browder. Browder picking up some steam. She cuts across the top of the key. Gets it to Payne. Payne will hold 49 seconds. Payne to Browder. Browder steps in, gives it back to Payne. Met quickly by Goffinette. Payne back to Browder. Browder will hold 37 seconds. Browder to Austin. Austin one-on-one with Kavanaugh. Now Goffinette will hand it back over to Payne. 27 seconds. Payne tries to kick it down low for a cutting Eastwood. Puts it up, no good. Ball's going to careem around. We'll have a jump ball on the floor. Eastwood and Kavanaugh being tied up. Possession goes to the Lady Tigers for the final 18.6 seconds. Lady Tigers to inbound. They'll get it to Hollowell for the final 16 seconds. She brings it across midcourt, and that will about do it as we're now under 10 seconds. Lady Tigers work it around. We'll get it to McDaniels. McDaniels holds, 2 seconds, 1, and that is the way the ball game will end, as it will be Lady Tigers' 3-game winning streak comes to an end with this loss to the visiting Lady Trojans of Webster County, 58-27. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be back with your post game. You've been listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
Agency at 110 West Washington Street in the heart of downtown Princeton. Our agency is proud to have been a part of this community since 1907. We want you to come by and see us soon. We may be able to save you some money on your home, auto, motorcycle, or mobile home insurance. We offer discounts for good students, multi-policy, safe drivers, and many more. We appreciate our loyal customers, and we will work hard to make you feel like part of the Woodall Agency family. Call me today at 365-5541.
Hi, folks. It's me, Colonel Sanders. My KFC $20 fill-up includes a whole bucket of delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, 2 sides of mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, and 4 flaky biscuits for just $20. It'll feed 4 people. And it comes with a free bucket. And every time you use that bucket, you'll be reminded of how delicious that meal was. Now that's how KFC. It's finger-licking good. Now, participating KFCs for a limited time. Prices may vary. Tax extra. Extra charge for breast piece and side item substitution may apply. Offer includes 8-piece chicken, 3 large sides, 4
Here at McGregor Group Heating and Air, we are so proud to be a part of this community. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you for all of your heating and air needs. McGregor Group Heating and Air specializes in residential, new construction, and light commercial installation. Also servicing most makes and models. We offer fast service with polite and friendly staff. We provide our customers with a peace of mind by offering the best warranties in the industry, along with high-quality products. McGregor Group Heating and Air is located at 960 Varmint Trace here in Princeton. Give us a call today at 270-816-5044. We're the company that you can take comfort in. Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hello, this is Gloria Smith with the Law Office of Jeff Russo. Are you buying or selling real estate? Are you planning on refinancing your existing home loan? If so, you should be aware that you have your choice in which attorney provides the legal services associated with such transactions. Our law office has over 50 years of experience in real estate law. We pride ourselves on being cost-effective and having a quick turnaround time. If you're in need of such services, call us today at 365-2763 or find us on the web at www.jeffrussolaw.com. We are located in downtown Princeton on the east side of the courthouse.
This is an advertisement. Happy New Year from Cozy Living Interiors in BC. Hi, this is Pam Havelock. We are so excited of the new year, 2018. We are having for the month of January a 2018 sale, 20% off our boutique and 18% off the store and special orders. Remember, we have a 90-day layaway and financing is available. It is a great time to come to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. We're located at 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors, it's everything a home should be.
Prearranged funeral planning gives you real peace of mind.
It's such a great time, it's all people care.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we can help you plan your final arrangements in advance and make your wishes known. We'll assist you in making the choices and selections that reflect your wishes and help you put them in writing so there will be no doubt. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Another year has come and gone, and all of us at Fredonia Valley Bank want to thank everyone for another year of being able to serve you in a community where old-fashioned values and neighbor helping neighbor is still a common practice. 2018 marks our 124th year in helping people in our surrounding communities as well as our local community with their financial decisions. We take great pleasure in knowing we have helped many people over the years and developed lasting relationships along to drop by and feel the warmth of a real community bank. Fredonia Valley Bank is located at 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, and 226 Commerce Street, Eddyville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And welcome back to the Cab. It is post-game. Lady Tigers dropping this one 58-27 to Webster County, and we're joined now by head coach Thomas. And Coach, thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
Is overall a tough one. Looking at some of the stats before game, new coming into this game, Webster County, a pretty good team, and so just kind of wanted to get your thoughts overall on how the game went.
Well, Webster's a fundamentally sound basketball team. They're fun to watch, not so fun when you're playing them. But they're good in every spot. They're seasoned. They shoot the ball. They just do things well fundamentally on both ends of the floor, and they wore us down. We hung with them there in the first quarter, and then they wore us down. We started fouling. You know, we weren't able to defend without fouling. We get in foul trouble. Then we have to play them zone, and they shoot the ball too well to be guarded that way.
And so I know definitely been in this situation myself before on the soccer standpoint, but I know in a game like this, a lot of times you kind of try and look for some bright spots. And so I just kind of wanted to get your take. What are some, out of this game, definitely a learning experience for a team this young, but what are some things you think we came out on the bright side of?
Well, we continue to play hard and battle. You know, Bella got in foul trouble, yet she's in the fourth quarter. She's in there, and she's beating and banging. And, you know, we never give Jada Boyd enough credit. I never give her enough credit. She's as good as it comes when it comes to getting the ball to the rim. She was able to do that really well in the first half, and then we just kind of ran out of gas. If you'll notice, they had to take their press off, and I'm really proud of that because we turned the ball over so many times early in the season, which we had too many turnovers at the half, but we were able to shoot layups against their pressure, their full court press, and they were able to come out of that, which is one of our goals, one of the few goals that we did accomplish tonight. So, but we got to celebrate those victories with this young team, and you know, I'm really proud of that fact, the way that we're able to handle other teams' full court press because we weren't able to do that early in the year.
And one positive coming out of this, it's always good before you go into, I know next week being a big week in terms of district play, always nice to kind of test yourself. And I know just from my personal philosophy, I'd much rather play a team like Webster County and come out and be tested looking ahead.
Absolutely. This was a great game for us, and this is what I told the girls in the locker room. You know, Webster County is probably one of the best teams, probably the top three teams in the region, if not the best. And so, if you want to beat the best, you got to play the best.
Exactly.
And we know where we want to get to now. And that's where we want to get to. It's not going to happen overnight, but those Webster County kids have spent a lot of time in the gym. You can tell just watching them warm-ups, how many shots they're knocking down. They put the time in, and that's what it takes to compete at that level. So it's good for our girls to see that.
Definitely. And so I guess last thing before we let you go, looking forward, you mentioned next week a big week, have Madisonville coming here on Tuesday, I believe, and then both games are doubleheaders, correct?
Yep. Madisonville Tuesday and then Central on Friday.
So so kind of wanted to get your take. I know we've talked to you before about the district, and on the girls' side of things, pretty wide open.
Absolutely.
You guys come out with the right foot, and so what are some things you're looking for out of this coming week?
Starting with Madisonville on Tuesday through the end of our season, every night we have a possibility to win that game or a possibility to not, and so we got to just continue to climb and get better. I think our district is wide open, more wide open than it's ever been. All the teams are fairly even, in my opinion. And so I'm looking forward to next week just to see where we stand. Because I feel like we're right in there with everybody, but we'll see.
Definitely, and well, we thank you for coming up here and having some words with us. Definitely excited for next week. Should be a fun week of basketball, and always we appreciate the job you do with those girls. It's definitely headed in the right direction,
Thank
and
you.
a fun team to watch.
Thank you. I'm just ready to play again so I can forget about tonight's game.
Hey, I've been there before, so good news is it's not too long.
That's right. That's a great thing about basketball is I don't usually have to wait very long, and then we got to go again. That's what we got to do. Like tonight, I'm not going to mull over this one, and we're going to put it in the past, and we're going to go focus on Madisonville and try to get ready for our district games coming up.
Definitely a good mindset to have. Well, we thank you for coming
Thank
up
you
and
very
wish you
much.
best of luck. Thanks. That was head coach Melissa Thomas joining us, getting some post-game words as they look forward to some big district matchups next week. As we mentioned, we're wrapping this one up. Lady Tigers fall 58-27. They now will be 9-5 on the season. The Lady Trojans, on the other hand, improved to 15-4. We're going to go ahead and take another 3-minute break, and then we'll bring you back and get you all set for the pregame for the nightcap, which will feature the Caldwell County Tigers taking on the Webster County Trojans on the men's side of things. So we'll be back in 3. You've been listening to Lady Tigers basketball here on 103.3 The Tiger.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Transport. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric